Hello, my name is Russ Bennett, Superintendent of Aurora Schools, and I'd like to take a few moments to share with you an important message about school safety and our school safety procedures. Your Board of Education, the district staff, and I want to assure you that safety of our students is one of our top priorities. I'd like to share with you some important thoughts about security and safety in our buildings and let you know that keeping our children safe is a task that all of us must take ownership of. My message to you today has been co-authored by the board and the administration, and I intend to explain some of the physical changes being made in our buildings, as well as things we are asking our parents to do that will help make our schools and children safer. We have all enjoyed the open door policy Aurora has offered in the past, but it is now time to ensure there is a safety balance. We ask that you understand, embrace, and support the necessary changes being made in the spirit of ensuring our students are safe and secure. We've all been incredibly touched by the recent horrific events that affected Newtown, Connecticut, as well as our neighbors in Chardon. All we have to do is pick up the paper each day, and inevitably you can read about a tragedy that occurred somewhere in another state or in another part of the world. Invariably, we must do everything we can to make sure we are all safe. In a message about a year and a half ago, I shared a video about how our district is training its staff and students in what is called ALICE. ALICE stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, and Evacuate. This protocol is used in the most serious situations, such as that of a shooter. Our students in grades 6 through 12 receive a much more in-depth training than our younger students, just because they are older and capable of doing more. In February, we will have our substitutes, both teaching and support staff, trained as well. In the meantime, there are a few other physical security or technology items the board will be implementing in our buildings. Please listen carefully, as these changes may alter your normal access into our buildings. Security buzzer systems will be required for access. Some of our buildings have buzzer systems inside a first set of doors or an airlock, while others are allowed visitors access into the airlock and then directly into the office. But our new protocol, when our technology gets installed, will be that all visitors will be required to speak to the secretary from outside the building. The airphone system or buzzer system will be mounted on an outside wall, requiring you to press a button and not only speak, but allow the secretary visual confirmation of the visitor. This will require you to stay outside a little longer and be buzzed into multiple doors if entrance is needed. The district will be adding a few additional cameras in the areas that may not be as well covered. Additionally, the board will be outfitting the remaining few buses that do not presently have cameras. They'll be fully cambered in all the buses. Please note, these security cameras are not for public viewing, but are used with parents only if special circumstances arise. Our building cameras are accessible by our police department 24/7 and allow for viewing immediately upon a crisis. Our surveillance capabilities have grown tremendously over the years and will even get better. Our district has two-way radios that communicate directly with the police department in case of emergency. Shortly, all administrators will be required to carry these cameras so that at a moment's notice they can communicate directly with the police and other administrative and secretarial staff. Our board is currently obtaining quotes for purchase and installation of a buzzer at each of our secretary's desk. With the push of a button, the police can be notified of a 911 emergency. In emergency, time is precious. Just pressing a button is quicker than picking up the phone. I guess you can think of this as similar to technology that is implemented by the use of tellers in banks. I think we all realize that there is an individual that wishes to conduct massive harm. Timely response is of the essence. Having additional technology is a place where we can help manage situations greatly, but one area that I hope parents will assist the school is in the amount of access that is needed in our buildings. Recently, I asked the building secretaries to log the interactions that occur in their office on a daily basis. Our secretaries understand they are the first line of defense and most likely will be the first people to initiate a defense protocol. With that in mind, each time our secretaries engage in conversations with others, the potential for security breach is there. To that end, we ask parents to please follow these simple changes. At each building, there will be a service cart. This cart may be in the airlock or outside depending on the building security arrangement. If your child forgets their homework, lunch, boots, coats, instrument, or any other item, please place it on the cart with your child's name and grade. We will deliver those items or they'll be picked up as soon as possible. If your child forgets their lunch, just call us. We'll feed them at the district's cost for that day. This small gesture on your part will eliminate, on average, 30 to 40 interactions each day. This will go miles to help our secretarial staff. Additionally, please call ahead for any meeting with the school personnel. We ask that if you want to talk with a guidance counselor, administrator, teacher, or other staff member, please call ahead for an appointment. If we know you're coming, we can be more prepared for you and have that meeting. Please curb the drop-in meetings. It's not that we don't want to meet with you, but we want to both ensure that we're prepared for the meeting as well as know who may be entering our buildings. In regards to eating meals with your children, we understand that sharing lunch is a wonderful opportunity. We are asking you to only use this privilege on a truly meaningful event. Typically, this happens in the elementary. I'm sure this will be a touchy issue for many, but again, please understand the events that must occur to make this special occasion happen. To help you understand our concern, let me share one situation that we encountered just recently that shows how we had to alert our schools of a potential emergency event. Our police had notified us of a relative of a student that had a very concerned background. Once we were notified, we copied the photograph and shared pertinent information with our office staff so that if this individual arrived at a school, we knew to call 911 immediately. Many times we know the moms and the dads, but in most cases we don't know the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, step members, etc. I hope this one instance sheds light on why we're asking you to use this privilege ever so sparingly. Again, if it's a very special event, we certainly don't want to take that away from you, but we ask that you consider having that special meal maybe at home. On parties. We do not want to eliminate parties and have no plans at this time to do away with them, but we do need to create a system that is more manageable. Knowing who is attending the parties, who is now on the list because there's somebody is substituting, or because someone is sick, or delivering treats from parents, signing people in and out, etc. All these procedures will be reviewed with an eye to enhancing our safety and security. We know parties are a vital component of our elementary life, but we need to ensure a safe and efficient process. We are grateful to our SRO, Michelle Ice, who has done a great job with training our staff and students, as well as constantly reviewing all of our safety procedures. Recently, Jerry Kohansky and I met with our mayor, council president, and police chief to explore the option of adding an additional SRO. Additional safety forces we believe are necessary. We have explored the option of hiring armed as well as unarmed guards for the schools, but the security firms and the police departments will tell you your own police force in your buildings is the best option. We hope that this soon, having an SRO, will be a reality soon. And as a district, we have implemented many safety precautions over the past years. Additionally, we constantly review our procedures and make appropriate changes. We are regarded by our neighboring school district as being on the cutting edge of safety and security measures, and are often asked for the advice on what policies to implement, and then how to implement them. Also, please understand we truly relish the great relationship we have with our parents and want to accommodate you as much as we can. But as times change, I believe we can all understand the additional dynamics exist as we need to make these prudent changes. Daily we have secretaries running errands and are away from their desk or encountering many visitors. Students or staff that create a potential, with our students and staff, they do create a potential security breach. Please recognize in the last 10 years, the number of students in our district has grown from 2,000 to 3,000, and the population has increased dramatically over those times. Aurora is no longer a small time where everyone knows everyone, and this unfortunately results in the need to take these additional measures to protect our children for our safety and security. I think we all can say that the recent school shootings have put us all on edge. I hope you understand and support the necessary changes we will be implementing this year and next. As our additional physical security devices get installed, we will be communicating with you about all the other potential changes. In the meantime, thank you for understanding and supporting the changes mentioned in this video. We all cherish that Aurora feel to our district and community and don't want to completely lose that, but some changes are needed and necessary. Thank you for your support, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me anytime by phone or email. Thank you, and have a great day.